The legend lives on from the Chippewa on down of the big lake they call Gitchagumi. The lake, it is said, never gives up her dead when the skies of November turn gloomy. With a load of iron ore 26,000 tons more than the Edmund Fitzgerald weighed empty. That good ship and true was a bone to be chewed when the gales of November came early. The ship was a pride of the American side, coming back from some mill in Wisconsin. As the big freighters go, it was bigger than most, with a crew and good captain well seasoned, concluding some terms with a couple of steel firms when they left fully loaded for Cleveland. And later that night when the ship's bell rang, could it be the north wind they'd been feeling? The wind in the wires made a tattletale sound, and a wave broke over the railing. And every man knew, as the captain did too, 'twas the witch of November come stealing. The dawn came late and the breakfast had to wait when the gales of November came slashing. When afternoon came, it was freezing rain in the face of a hurricane west wind. When supper time came, the old cook came on deck, saying, "Fellas, it's too rough to feed you." At 7 p.m. a main hatchway caved in. He said, "Fellas, it's been good to know you." The captain wired in, he had water coming in, and the good ship and crew was in peril. And later that night, when his lights went out of sight, came the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. Does anyone know where the love of God goes when the waves turn the minutes to hours? The searchers all say they'd have made Whitefish Bay if they'd put 15 more miles behind her. They might have split up, or they might have capsized, or they may have broke deep and took water. And now all that remains are the faces and the names of the wives and the sons and the daughters. Lake Huron Road, Superior sings in the rooms of her ice water mansion. Old Michigan steams like a young man's dreams. The islands and bays offer sportsmen, and farther below Lake Ontario takes in what Lake Erie can send her. And the iron boats go, as the mariners all know, with the gales of November remembered, yeah. In a musty old hall in Detroit they prayed in the Maritime Sailors Cathedral. Yeah, the old church bell chimed till it rang 29 times for each man on the Edmund Fitzgerald. Now the legend lives on from the Chippewa on down of the big lake they call Gitchagumi. Superior, it is said, never gives up her dead when the gales of November come early. Blaine Wilhelm, oiler. David Weiss, cadet. Ralph Walton, oiler. Mark Thomas, deckhand. William Spangler, watchman. Joseph Mazes, special maintenance man. Gordon McClellan, wiper. John Simmons, wheelsman. Paul Ripa, deckhand. Robert Rafferty, steward. John Poviach, wheelsman. Carl Peckold, watchman. Eugene O'Brien, wheelsman. Oliver Champeau, third assistant engineer. Russell Haskell, second assistant engineer. Alan Cowman, second cook. Bruce Hudson, deckhand. Ransom Cundy, watchman. Nolan Church, porter. Thomas Borgeson, AB maintenance man. Thomas Benson, oiler. Frederick Beecher, porter. Thomas Edwards, second assistant engineer. Edward Benden, first assistant engineer. George Hall, chief engineer. Michael Armagost, third mate. James Pratt, second mate. John McCarthy, first mate. Ernest McSorley, captain.